Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers. And today we have someone very special here, someone that I've wanted to have on the podcast for a long time, Earl Winbush, because you just do so many amazing things for the community.
Well, thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello. Thank you for being here today. I see you everywhere. And every time that I see you, you are doing amazing things for our community. And I thought, what better time to have you in here than around the holidays?
Yeah.
When we are all talking about giving back and talking about what we can do for others. And I know you're so good at it.
Well, we do a lot, I have
Yeah.
a lot going on all the time. This time of year, the biggest thing that I have going on is our Christmas fundraiser. So that's where we give back to kids in the local communities, and not only just Halifax, it'd be Pennsylvania County, all the surrounding areas, Person, just all over the place. Last year we had a lot going on, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how long have you been doing this?
we started this in 2016.
2016.
Yep.
So 8 years.
Yep.
And I mean, you don't only do this.
No, we don't.
You do so much more. So kind of tell us about you to start. Let's get to know Earl.
I am a normal person. Most people say I'm not, but I am. Just an average guy living in the country, Southern Virginia.
Yeah.
Not much going on, a lot going on. But, it's nothing really. I don't feel there's nothing extra about me, but
Right.
I'm involved in a lot of stuff. I do a lot of things. I'm a mechanic by trade.
Yeah.
And everybody knows me and knows I fool with these race cars and stuff.
Yes.
And I deal with four-wheelers and all kinds of stuff I have going on.
Tell me about that.
Which side?
What got you into the mechanical field in that trade?
Okay, well, I started out, my dad, we worked on stuff all the time, so I was following him around all the time, and that's where it started at, was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then, when I got to getting bigger, I was like, I think I want to do this for a living. So, I went to DCC.
Okay.
And I had all the mechanical stuff under grabs, but, I didn't know the electronic side of it. So we went to DCC, graduated with honors, aced every class. It wasn't an issue at all, but I did learn the electronic side of things.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to DCC. Great trade programs at
yes,
DCC.
Extremely great.
Yes. Yeah. And so you loved it. And then, so what'd you do when you graduated DCC? You continued on.
I continued on. I went to work at Crossroads Automotive, which I'm still employed there now. Yeah. And, I run my own business too, automotive repair. And, we ventured over into race cars, and I do a lot of race car work too. Engine builds, chassis, basically a bumper to bumper program. And that's a huge part of what I do as well, is the racing. You'll see Winbush Racing on everything, stickers, T-shirts, hoodies, hats, you name it. We do it all, We go through about 2,000 shirts a year.
Wow.
And people they buy apparel and they wear it and they rock it everywhere.
That's so cool. Yeah. And so the racing piece, we love racing too. So tell us about that. Is that like South Boston Speedway cars? Like what cars are you working on?
Well, predominantly, I do drag racing.
Racing, okay.
But I'm not isolated to that one aspect of racing. I'm involved. I've been involved with some stuff at South Boston Speedway, with some local guys and stuff that need help. Drag racing is the primary, but, we've got circle track, mud trucks, ATV racing. I was a former ATV racer. I raced ATVs. I did. And some of those guys they still talk to me. They still deal with me. They buy parts. They do all kinds of stuff. Go-karts, dirt bikes, basically anything that has wheels is competitive. I'm open to it. I'm willing to help anyone, any racer. I don't care where they're from or what they're doing.
Yeah. Because you love it that much.
Yes. It's a passion.
Yes.
It is. It's a passion.
And so you used to race ATVs.
Yes.
And I mean, tell me about that. How long did you do that?
I did that for about 5 years.
Yeah.
We ran a lot of flat track. That was my primarily. You go around in a circle and kind of do an in-course thing. It's very cool, very fun. But it was something to do. And when I ventured off of that, that's when we got more focused on the drag racing side of it. Mm-hmm. And then that's when the business side came into it, where I started building engines for people, doing chassis work, and I still do that today. And tuning these cars, because it's not everybody can do that type of stuff. And I also drive cars for people as well. It's a lot there. it's
I
involved with it
bet. I
a
mean,
lot.
it's your life.
Pretty much.
And you love it. Obviously, I can feel the
Yeah.
passion, that you have for it. And what was that moment? And I love talking to business owners because they all have this story of there's just this moment that they realized, oh my gosh, there's a need for this. And so what was that moment for you when you were like, I need to open my own business?
Well, we started doing it, and then, when you're involved in racing, like when you start doing really well, people will come up to you and be like, what's some of your secrets? What are you doing?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then they'll say, well, can you do that for me? And then it growed and it got bigger and bigger
Mhm.
and bigger. And I was like, well, I kind of need to go ahead and start helping these people because,
Yeah.
one of my biggest goals is to help people in every aspect,
Mhm.
be it racing, even down to their normal. Driver cars.
Mhm.
I stay busy, all the time. I've been blessed. I've been well blessed.
Yes. And you've talked a lot about helping people.
Yep.
And that is what you do
A
in
lot.
every aspect of your life.
Hmm.
And so you opened your own business organically. It sounds like it just kind of happened
Hmm.
over time. And then when did you decide I want to start giving back in a bigger way?
Okay. So, the thing about people that race is, a lot of times if you're in a pit with someone
Hmm.
and say you need a screwdriver, you
Hmm.
don't have a screwdriver, you forgot it.
Hmm.
And my buddy's over there. He was like, yeah, I got one. I'll help you.
Hmm.
So we had a situation where we had a friend of mine's where her son had passed away and they didn't have money for funeral expenses. So
Hmm.
I said, okay, well, let's get a few buddies together. We'll do a small car show and, we'll raise the money and we'll give it to her. That's where it started at. And,
Yes.
I came in with the expectation of, maybe 5 people would show up.
Hmm.
Boy, was I wrong. It was about 30 of them,
Oh my goodness.
and, we raised several $1,000s and we donated it all,
Hmm.
to the cause.
Hmm.
And, so then after that, I was like, you know what? This may be something that we can do and we can actually help people.
Hmm.
And that's where it started at. And then we started having car shows and now it has grown a lot.
You have way more than 30 people
Yes. Yes.
showing up to
Yes.
your
Yes.
events.
We host a spring event every year. The annual car show is
Hmm.
at Hubs Mill Plaza right here in
Uh-huh.
Halifax County. This year we had 131 car entries. That was
Wow.
not including the cruise-in cars and the spectators, the people just came to watch. We filled that whole parking lot up. The car show generated around $4,000, and we
Wow.
donated it all back into the community.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
And so now this holiday season,
Yes.
tell us about what you have going on right now.
Okay, so last year well, typically every year we started that in 2016. We do a Christmas fundraiser
Hmm.
and it has grown bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I said, well, we need to make this an organization, because it's starting to grow big. So we created Helping Hands Outreach.
Hmm.
And that's our business now to help, especially with children and stuff like that. So now we've started Helping Hands Outreach and we do a Christmas fundraiser and it's for all local kids in the community.
Hmm.
They get $60 per child, which you say, well, that's not much. But, if we shop correctly,
Yes.
we can get them several things. Most kids get 3 to 6 items per child,
That's awesome.
and, it's better than it's a lot of kids out here that don't get anything for Christmas,
Right.
believe it or not, it's a reality. So, we try to help them out. And this year, we generated $13,000 is what we generated.
Congratulations. That's a
Yes.
lot of kids that are getting
A
gifts on
whole lot of
Christmas.
kids. Yes.
And
And
so $60 per child.
yes.
And who does this shopping? This sounds like a great time.
Well, yours truly does, probably 90% of it,
Yeah.
roughly. Yeah. So I'm running around and I'm ordering stuff and, I get a few things off of Amazon,
Yeah.
but primarily we use Walmart, and the thing about our Christmas fundraiser is this is child specific. So
Okay.
meaning that, if there's a little girl and she's a size 9 and
Mhm.
she wants a pair of jeans with a unicorn on it, well, guess what? I'm going in Walmart and I'm going to find these jeans with a unicorn on them, and she's
Yes.
going to get exactly what she wants. That's what makes it, a little bit different.
Mhm.
Any help's better than none. Don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but we try to be specifically to the child, so we get them whatever they want as long as they're within that budget.
Wow. And how do the children qualify for this?
Well, we use Facebook.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I get a lot of people to inbox me because
Yep.
that is our primary source of communication as far
Sure.
as reaching people.
Yes.
That is the easiest way for me to get in contact with a lot of people is to
Mm-hmm.
make a Facebook post. And if anybody wants to follow me, they can just log on to Facebook, view my profile, and add me as a friend. I'll add you back, which I have two profiles, which is kind of crazy, but I have so many people on, you can only have 5,000
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
So my profile got hacked at one point, and I was like, you know what? We have so many people that want to follow me. I was like, I'll just add another profile. So
Mm-hmm.
if I don't get you on one, I'll get you on the other, and that's how we communicate with people. That's my
Yeah.
primary source of communication.
Yeah. And all these kids are going to have an amazing Christmas because of you out there shopping and providing them this joyous experience
Yes,
that they didn't know that they would have. So, congratulations. $13,000 is
yes,
a
ma'am.
lot of money. Can people still donate to this and get involved in this right now?
Well, I have to stop donations because
Hmm.
organization is a huge factor in my book. You
Yes.
have to have it organized. So we actually close the donations off
Yeah,
because, I have to shop for these
of
kids,
course.
and we have to buy. And the thing about us is we buy these items and we wrap them and
Hmm.
then they have to come get them. But the program does have several different steps involved with the
Hmm.
program. We have what we call our list kids.
Hmm.
And these kids have to meet me. They have to physically meet me at the Heritage House Home Furnishings,
Hmm.
December 21st at 2 p.m. And I have a Santa Claus over there, and I have a Mrs. Claus too. Our list kids right now, we're at 185 on the
Wow.
list.
Wow.
And we generated a lot of money, but I wanted to do more than just the list kids. So normally we're involved with these school systems too. So I said, well, we'll set enough money aside. We're going to do 4 in Halifax County, 4 in Pennsylvania County. So normally I talk with guidance counselors and teachers, and I work directly with these,
Hmm.
teachers. And I'll say, well, if you got a child that needs help, let me know. And it's almost guaranteed anytime a teacher or a guidance counselor. And last year I had a bus driver reach out to me, and I said, as long as we can help these children,
Hmm.
we're doing the right thing. So we've got 4 from Halifax County, we got 4 from Pennsylvania County, and we've also adapted to work with the Rainbow House in
Hmm.
Martinsville, which is a women's homeless shelter.
Hmm.
And we originally was going to do 4 kids, but now there's 15 kids down there. We're going to do
Wow.
all 15.
Good for you.
Which the school kids and the guy and the homeless shelter children, they don't have to come. I will meet the people that I'm affiliated
Hmm.
with and give them those items. But we do have list kids that will meet us on December 21st.
Wow. That is so awesome. I mean, what a great initiative. It
Yes.
makes my heart so happy to hear that this is
Yeah.
happening right here in our community.
Yes. And when they come over there, all their items, their gifts, they're wrapped, they're ready to go. So sometimes they open them up, which is fine, but sometimes they don't, which is fine too. 'Cause some of the parents will be like, we're gonna take it home, they're gonna
Right.
open up for Christmas, which I have no issues with that at
Yep.
all. So it works out either way. And most of the time we do give them drinks and snacks too.
Hmm.
So we give them something to drink on, something to snack on while they're over there with us. So it works out really good.
And are you in need of volunteers during these events, or you sound like you have a huge network?
I have a very huge network, and actually, we've got people that we race with.
Hmm.
They actually help us. It takes about 25 people to really get the whole event
Hmm.
off because I can only be in one place at one
Of
time.
course.
So, we line the toys up, everything's organized in order, and then I have a lot of my guys, they're inside the building. They
Mhm.
push the toys up, we take pictures, and then I have another group of people over there that helps them unwrap if they want to. They give them drinks or whatever they may need. If
Mhm.
if it's a big family, then they'll help them get their items to the car, or just whatever they need.
Yeah.
So right now I'm okay
Hmm.
because we have lots of volunteers
Yeah.
always.
That's awesome. And so you're going to have this event for the holidays. Then what's next? Is it the spring car show, or do you have something in between
Well,
there?
typically, we have a series of things we do throughout the year. Normally around March to April. I had a young lady that I was involved with. She
Mhm.
died in a car accident,
I'm sorry.
Cheyenne Hughes. And since she passed, we do a stethoscopes giveaway to a graduating senior.
Mhm.
And we do it in Halifax County and we do it in Pennsylvania County too. So that would be the first thing. Next up, we do a tool giveaway to upcoming seniors from Halifax and Pennsylvania County. And this originally started out with just a tool set. So this year of two people. So this past year in 2024, we give away 2 tool carts and 4 tool sets. It has grown dramatically,
Wow.
and these kids kind of look forward to this stuff. And normally I'll get deals throughout the year and I'll just kind of stockpile stuff back. And when that time of year gets here, I'll contact the instructors from both counties and the teachers. The schools do a great job of working with me as far as getting everything organized. We will meet. Typically in Halifax County, we meet at Advanced Auto because they actually give me a tool set for a child. And then in Pennsylvania County, we meet at the actual career center up there, the Votech Center up there on 29. And it works out really, really good. And those guys are really happy.
Yes.
So, and we just, I'm an auto mechanic by trade, so we want to give these kids a push to let them know, someone does care about them. And basically we give them enough stuff where they only have to buy like pliers and screwdrivers, and they can actually get out of high school and go straight into the automotive field and go to work. Because tools are expensive. They
Very.
are. And the next event after that, we do our spring car show, which is a very big deal. People look forward to it, and we have lots going on. We have lots going on at the spring car show. We do cards. It's 34 classes, I believe. Very big deal. We have people from everywhere to come in, and there's no telling what you may see. And generally we raise quite a bit of money. 3, 4, sometimes even $5,000 off of it, and we donate all that money goes right back into the community. And most of the time, we've got an individual. Predominantly, cancer is like a very bad disease.
Yeah.
So normally we find people that are fighting this battle, and we donate to them for travel fund or whatever they may need or whatever they may have going on. So that's all the funds from the spring car show go to that. And then next up, we do Applebee's teams up with me, and we do a gift card giveaway for your favorite teacher. Because we like to give the teachers a little bit of recognition too. So that normally works out. And then after we get finished with that, it's normally around the end of July. So back to school's coming. So this year we raised $2,100 on back to school.
Good.
That's a lot of pens, pencils, and paper.
That is a lot.
And we have them on a gift card program as well, where they get a gift card. I believe it's 44 this year, 44 kids. And it doesn't have to be specific to Halifax County. It's wherever, and they contact me, explain the situation, and, we pick the students, and then they have to meet me. And then we go in Walmart and we verify everything they may need. And if they get all their items that they need, if mama wants to buy them a pair of socks or a pair of pants, if he's got the money left over or she, then that's completely fine with me, And then typically that's normally about the last thing we do, but we're affiliated with a lot of other car clubs and stuff. So we try to support them as well, because it's not all about us. We have to help other people too and go to other events as well.
So much.
It's a lot.
And we have a lot of people that watch and listen every week. And if they're listening right now and they want to get involved, how can they give back to your initiatives? How do you raise money? How can people give back to this?
Well, most of the time, all our money is raised off donations. And I do use Facebook a lot. They just contact me directly, and, we can figure out whatever they want to do. If they want to physically help, make donations or whatever it may be, that's perfectly fine. Just contact me directly, which I can give you my phone number. It's 434-579-2568. You can call me, text me, just, whatever, however way you want to communicate with me, and I will reply back. I always do.
Always very responsive.
Yes, extremely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to end this with talking about you a little bit more. And I know before we started airing, I said, you do so much and you deserve so much recognition. You're like, it's not about me.
It's definitely not about me.
It's not about me. You are such a humble person, and you truly are doing this for the community and not yourself. And I feel that. And I want everyone else to know that too, because this is about everyone that you help.
That's right.
But I want to know, what are your current goals? Your current goals right now?
Well, the Helping Hands outreach side is
Mhm.
like that's the newest thing I have going right now. And we want to grow that. We want to make it bigger and we want to help more people.
Mhm.
I would like to get to the point where if someone's house catches on fire, then we can make donations to them or, people fighting cancer. We want to be there to support these people in our community. So right now, I'm pushing Helping Hands pretty hard.
Mhm.
We're trying to get it bigger and bigger and bigger. So we just want to give back. We want to help people. That's all we
Yeah.
want to do.
I feel it and
Yeah.
I see it, and I know others do too. I know that majority of the people that are watching this probably already know what you're doing and who you are, because you are that active and you do give back to so many people. Thank you for that and helping this community. So people can find you on Facebook.
Yep.
They can text you, call
Yep.
you,
Yep.
and we'll put all these details in the description too, so you can click on it.
Yep.
I mean, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
I
me.
mean, you're so busy with
I've always got
everything.
lots of stuff going on.
And 2025 is going to be a great year.
Yes.
And you're going to be out there helping people. So if you guys have any initiatives that you want to share with Earl, or you want to get involved with Earl's initiatives, reach out to him.
Yep.
Because he's going to be there and you're going to see him everywhere. He's helping the community in so many different ways. And so many kids are going to have smiles on their faces because of what you're doing. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to this episode of the Rogers Radio podcast. Continue rating, reviewing, subscribing. Find ways to get involved this holiday season. Give back. That's what we're all about this month, and continuing on into 2025, because it doesn't just end at Christmas. There are people that need our help year round. So let's continue to do that, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.